John Lennon's youngest son, Sean Taro Ono, appeared nervous when accepting the 2025 Grammy Award on behalf of the Beatles. On stage, he stuttered and expressed that Paul McCartney and Giles Martin deserved to be there instead. The Beatles won Best Rock Performance with Now and Then, surpassing bands like Green Day and Pearl Jam. The win was both remarkable and unusual, considering the band officially disbanded in 1970. Musically, Now and Then is not considered one of the Beatles' masterpieces. The song, set in a minor, carries the feel of a blues ballad but is elevated by orchestral elements, a melodic bass line, and overdubbed vocals. Some argue that its arrangement feels more like a McCartney solo project than a Beatles track. A few critics even claim the release was just a vehicle for extending McCartney's legacy. Despite such criticisms, many fans believe the song's power lies not in its musicality, but in the emotional story behind it. Originally written by John Lennon in 1978, the song expresses his longing for his former bandmates. Lennon recorded it at home with a noisy background, and the track remained hidden until 1994, when Yoko Ono gave Paul McCartney a cassette labeled "For Paul," marking the end of their long-standing tensions. McCartney then brought in Ringo Starr and George Harrison in 1995 to work on the track. However, Harrison dismissed it as rubbish and refused to continue, though he had already contributed some guitar parts. The project stalled until Harrison's death in 2001. Years later, Paul was introduced to AI technology by filmmaker Peter Jackson, which helped isolate Lennon's vocals and piano from the cassette noise and enhance them using generative AI. In 2023, the song and its video were released on YouTube, featuring CGI depictions of Lennon and Harrison. The song's lyrics reflect John's longing for Paul, Ringo, and George, while the video illustrates Paul and Ringo's tribute and emotional connection to their departed friends. Both the song and video serve as a nostalgic farewell and a touching reunion. Though Now and Then is labeled the Beatles' final song, it may not be Lennon's last work. More unreleased demos may exist, like Radio Peace and Give Peace a Chance, which surfaced during a 2022 auction. Any future releases would depend on Yoko Ono's decisions. For Paul McCartney, completing this song was a deeply personal and ambitious journey that spanned 4 decades, symbolizing the enduring legacy of the Beatles.